I published some other suggestions in regards to advantages to pick for this mystery, and I've written a little text note in regards to each of them for getting a +2 dice advantage.
But we only get one, correct?
Yes, a player and a character can only pick one advantage before setting out on the mystery.
Wait, maybe I'm being very, very, very dense. Is this for the group? The group only gets one, or does each character get one?
Each character gets one.
Okay.
One. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. We thought we were limited to just one little tiny +2 the whole session. Okay, that's better. In that case, what the hell with this? I'm going over and I have praying to do. Get out of the way, everybody! It's time for advantages. Somebody else go first.
I'm going to make my acquaintance with Lisa. Sounds like the thing I would do. In case Magnus doesn't want her as a... How to put it? Interest?
All right. All right then. So Henna has picked her advantage for her character. Would you be so kind to jot down another advantage or come up with suggestions on getting a +2 dice roll, or on a situation, or perhaps in regards to a skill? For example, this is me improvising now. So in regards to everyone should get an advantage on a +2 dice roll.
Oh, I have.
I would suggest either in a broad spectrum, or perhaps on a particular skill, perhaps in regards to church matters or something, or empathy.
I'm ready, but I am waiting for someone else to go first. Can somebody else?
I have a suggestion. I was thinking about this, like this, what is it, like the hotel or the spa, wherever it is. That's a fine place for like pickpockets, and if there's rich people taking off their clothes and going back. I would most definitely nose around with and try to find out in with my people who has been there, what has happened, is it any good, and so on. Like,
do pickpockets and thieves mysteriously disappear and only body parts are found?
Exactly. Right. Does it have like a bad, that sort of thing? Yeah, exactly. So I'm taking it from that angle, but I'm probably not taking it from a kind of supernatural Vaesen angle. More or less, what are my common people saying about this?
I think you also could get access to the newspaper article. Of course, it's quite common.
Somebody has to read it to me, because I don't read that much. Maybe I can read the sin in Kroke, then it stops.
Yeah.
But
the article itself suggests that the most local people are not very happy at all with the local guest house being set up there.
That's interesting, because if that's a fact, I would also that's the common people saying things. So I would like. So maybe a kind of a die roll that is connected to common people and their like common thoughts, and connected to on what it would probably be observation or something connected to common people.
All right, sounds very good. You at least would call it common cause, at least with the local folks, perhaps. And that gives you a +2 advantage, a +2 die roll on observation tests. Note it down on your character sheet. This is for this very mystery.
Nathan looked like he had an idea a minute ago.
Yeah.
Please.
With all the warning we got about what is going on in this area we are going to, can I get an advantage on either stealth or vigilance? Vigilance may be a better idea.
All right, vigilance and what did you say? Mention the other skill?
Stealth.
Stealth. Yeah, sounds
Sorry.
very good. Sounds very good.
I think I prefer vigilance if I have to pick one.
All right then, go with that one then. Sounds like an excellent idea.
Thanks.
All right.
Uh,
Is it perhaps the confidence or some other, what do you call it, element that you would give you stealth? Perhaps it's a little more, it's a more what do you call it, wooded environment, and perhaps you're a little more diligent in regards to sneaking around in the forest rather than the open road or the cities.
Sure, but I think it makes more sense for my character to be like over cautious and over vigilant than stealthy.
Sounds very good. Go with that one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Helma-Lee?
I'm going to pick Lisa, but I just want to make sure that kind of gives a +2 on whatever role would be the next one.
Yes, there's a suggestion that you have this acquaintance, and if you would, what do you call it, get a serving of her saltingen buns, which is a local treat from Norrköping in these old times. I think it was invented in the 1850s actually. The saltingen buns. If eating these locally would give you a +2 roll, and she's an excellent baker, Lisa.
Sounds perfect.
Magic
I'm
muffins
going
or
to
something?
befriend Lisa, and I'm going to have some of those buns in my in one of my pockets at all times.
I just decided that I'm going to make a rock band, and it's going to be called Magic Muffins.
All right then. So this was just a suggestion from me writing the text that
yes, but
it feels
like
very cozy, full of home, and these, what do you call it, local treats or delicacies. That will give you the +2 bonus.
I like this. I think it fits very well with who Elsa is and how she is, and it's perfect. So why should I invent something myself?
Note it down on your character sheet. And I think the last one to pick is wrong, right?
Yes, I first of all always need to check to make sure that the church silver is completely secure. And then I also would like to admit to the altar that I don't know who is speaking to me, but I will trust them. And in return for my trust, I wish to protect the poor unfortunate who cannot even see the path before his feet, who cannot even know that the path exists, and at the time, only through his own self-protection, only through his own desperation, has been fortunate enough to come under my care. Help me to see for him to see his path, and help me to protect him. So I want a +2 for anything that protects Carlson when I act to protect him or to help him do something that I approve of.
Sounds excellent. Add that to your character sheet.
Because God knows nothing else is going to protect him from the worst possible fates that could befall such a man. Until finally he understands.
Indeed. There is one more detail in regards to the preparation. I, as a GM, would ask the group right now, is there any other equipment that you would like to take with you in preparation or buy for this mystery and adventure that you're about to embark on?
Depends on how picky are you as a GM with like bullets and stuff like that. Because I have a revolver, and Ola, as a person, I'm totally suck at like bookkeeping, bullets, and all those stuff. So I if you want me to write that up, but in my world that comes with revolver. There's always bullets in them.
I think the mechanic didn't specify in the Vaesen rule book. It didn't specify in regards to ammunition itself. So I would suggest that we do not keep track of the amount of bullets you have.
Once 20 or 25 become shot in one round, then I might start to update. After that, before that, we are fine.
I would say a 6 or 8 bullet magazine would be the most reasonable overall. So if you keep shooting more than that, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like I would suggest, no, that's not possible. You cannot make that shot.
I wanted to say the way they don't say anything about the amount of ammunition or even reloading. They are not seeing
concerned
it as an important mechanic in any way. So we just keep it the same way. You have a revolver, it shoots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind it isn't a cape.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, it's
even magic wands run out of charge sooner or later.
No,
so
you probably have to reload, but that's not a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. I'm very satisfied.
I'm going to bring my usual equipment of the old Bible and this bottle of important fluid.
Sounds very good. Like I said, shopping during the mystery or shopping before the mystery is really the group pooling its, let's see if I get this. This was the only thing that I had, concerns with or didn't fully grasp. Everyone has a capital stat, from what I know.
Wealth?
Or
yes.
a resource. Yeah, wealth stat.
In theory.
Yes, and you can pool this together. And then roll them all.
Does anybody,
and the amount...
not to sound too awful or to misuse the game, but does anybody care?
If we need something, I have one question, and that is, if you choose your archetype, you get 3 pieces of equipment. If you roll it up, you end up with 2 pieces. And I know that Peter and I did talk about that without anybody else listening. I think Elsa probably has a rival, if that's okay with everybody, as her 3rd equipment.
Wouldn't be much of an archetype without it, so yeah.
In that case, she's going to take that with her, she's going to take her dog with her, and she's probably going to take writing utensils and paper with her. If anybody else needs anything, Elsa is not without resources. So just tell me.
Yeah, I guess if people look at the list and say something that they want, then we can make that pooled wealth roll, and then we can be done. I myself have my Bible, and when I don't trust or doubt, when I can't make any sense of the Bible or I don't trust it, I have my bottle. I am done.
I have a walking stick, a dog, and a knife.
Ooh, dogs everywhere.
Yeah. That's the best pet you can get when you're living in the street, on the street.
Right. Okay. So
I guess it's good I didn't choose the dog, the cat.
And yeah, you can throw the dog and run.
Yeah, that's right. Oh goodness, there's dogs everywhere. Okay, so I guess this is the last call. Does anybody see anything on the list that they want, or can we go on?
No, I have revolver. Let's go.
Yeah.
A revolver.
Mhm.
All right, then you have your revolver. Anything else?
I don't think anyone is really coming up with something to shop for.
Okay.
We have magic muffins and a Bible.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Right. Okay. So, are you
And
folks
dogs.
ready to?
And behave.
Yes.
I guess it's a bit difficult to purchase anything in advance. Like, how can we know what we need? Like, maybe we need a bunch of rope or whatever, but we don't know it yet. So
Exactly.
yeah. So I'm going to go with what I have, like the memento and the equipment that is on my sheet, which is not very much, but we have a camera. Just
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
You have a camera.
That is really interesting, actually. I'm thinking of those 1880s cameras, with the massive plates of glass and stuff. Yeah, it's a box of equipment you have there. A wooden box, perhaps, with padding.
Yes.
Huh.
Can you use it to plunger somebody?
Well,
Yes.
yeah. I'm old enough to remember the telephones, right, that you could kill an ox with. So, yeah.
The Nokia 3310.
Yeah.
What?
Like a brick. I reckon if there's nothing else really, I think we should get a move on, so to speak. What do you folks feel like?
Yes.
We only have about 15 more minutes tonight, so maybe you could set us off on our journey, and then we can finish for the evening.
I think that would be an excellent idea.